Hi, this is Mark Woodward, your straight shooting advisor. Welcome to the KANA Private Wealth Group second quarter tactical brief. Now, so much has happened since January, and I first want to say that I hope that everyone is staying safe and healthy with your families, and please heed the CDC's guidelines for protecting yourselves and others during the COVID-19 pandemic. The economic impact of the virus itself and the government's response to try to slow the spread has had a very drastic short-term economic ramifications. With markets in such upheaval, many investors are understandably concerned about their portfolios. So I wanted to let everyone know that I've recently completed my screening and selection process, and we're not making any adjustments to the portfolio models this quarter. I will continue to monitor the market conditions, and as they shift, I may make tactical allocation changes. With that in mind, I did want to put out some information that I thought would be very helpful to most people, given the current situation that we find ourselves in. With the recent passage of the CARES Act, there are a few stimulus programs that are aimed at helping offset the financial impact felt by families due to unemployment or underemployment, and also helping business owners get through these trying times. To get a little perspective on the short-term and almost immediate impact, close to 10 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits in the 2 weeks ending March 28th of this year, according to the Department of Labor. During the 2008 recession, there were a total of over 37 million unemployment claims made. Now, the CARES Act provides relief for American households by providing checks or rebates at the rate of $1,200 per adult or $2,400 for joint tax filers, and an additional $500 for each qualifying child. Now, there is an income limitation. So, single filers have to have an adjusted gross income, or AGI, of less than $75,000, an AGI of less than $150,000 for joint filers, and an AGI of less than $112,500 for head of household filers. Now, the rebate will be phased out at a rate of $50 for every $1,000 of AGI above these thresholds. The IRS will use your 2019 tax information to determine the amount that you qualify for. And if you've not filed your 2019 taxes yet, just as a quick sidebar, that tax filing deadline has been extended to July 15th of this year. But if you haven't filed your 2019 taxes, then the IRS is going to use your 2018 tax information. The relief checks are estimated to arrive no sooner than the week of April 13th, and that's for people that have direct deposit information on file with the IRS already. For those without direct deposit information on file with the IRS, you may have to wait much longer for your checks. Now, for business owners, there are two programs that might be of interest: the Economic Injury Disaster Loans and the Paycheck Protection Program. Both have the potential for loan forgiveness if certain conditions are met. So, the Economic Injury Disaster Loans, which the entire country is now eligible for, can be used to pay for payroll, mortgage or rent, or other company obligations that can't be met due to a decrease in revenue. This program provides for loans that can have interest that's no higher than 3.75%. They can be amortized for up to 30 years, but they have a $2 million cap. The payments can be deferred for up to 12 months, and the loans can be refinanced into a Paycheck Protection or Payroll Protection Program loan. The Small Business Administration, or SBA, announced that it is possible to apply immediately for an advance on the disaster loans for up to $10,000. This advance can also be forgiven if certain qualifications are met. You can apply for that advance through a streamlined application process at www.sba.gov/disaster. Now, for the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, the SBA was finalizing the draft rules. They got those done on April 3rd, and currently it appears that the program is going to use regional and national banks to administer the CARES forgivable loans. Now, it may be worth reaching out to your preferred bank and ask them what preliminary documentation they believe they will need to process loan applications under this program if they haven't already started taking them. For reference, the Small Business Administration has a sample application posted on their website. The Paycheck Protection Program is currently expected to cover up to 2.5 times the gross cost of the following items, but please be aware that the particulars are just recently finalized and they are subject to change. Monthly gross average salary, individual salary amounts over $100,000 are not included. 1099 contractors, not your service providers, but subcontracted employees, employer-sponsored health insurance, and retirement plan contributions. Because the SBA anticipates a high usage of this program, they may require that 75% of the loan be used for payroll-related expenses in order for that loan to be forgiven. Now, the loans will have a maximum term of 10 years, but it can be shorter, with no higher than a 4% interest on any non-forgiven loan amount. The loan forgiveness is anticipated to happen 8 weeks from the origination date, assuming that your employee headcount or payrolls have not decreased or have been maintained. If the employee headcount or wages are reduced, then the amount of that loan forgiven will be prorated. I hope this information has been helpful, and I hope everyone stays safe. If you have any questions about your accounts or your personal situation, please call me, and remember, at KANA Private Wealth Group, we help you put your family first.